And we are back with segment 2 of the Remax Magnolia show, and we're talking lip gloss. No, we briefly were off air. You love that lip gloss,
It's
I hear.
really, really good. I love it. Yes. Happy harvest. It's apple harvest.
It's apple harvest. I don't think it's fair. She gets to have makeup and everything else and gets to look it on camera, and I have to look like this.
It's just lip gloss.
Oh,
You can,
okay.
although your lips would be pretty shiny, but
Yeah, I don't think I need any lip gloss. No. Perhaps, something to kind of, make it look like I have some color on my face would be good. Maybe
well,
a
you're
little
going
foundation.
to Hawaii, so you'll
Yes.
come back with some color.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
A little foundation might be good to take the light off of me a little bit, but
Powder. Some foundation
digress.
powder. Pickleball. Want to talk about pickleball and other neutral colors?
About pickleball.
Well,
I've never played pickleball.
are you serious?
I know.
What?
It's funny because I know that in the States, pickleball is huge. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and
Yeah.
it's getting that way here too.
Yeah.
But it's nuts.
That's what we're going to talk about today a little bit because
What, are you building a pickleball court?
we're talking about the top 5 home design trends for 2024.
Okay, well, let's find out what obviously pickleball courts are going to be on there.
It's all about pickleball and neutral walls.
Because, of
Pickleball
course,
and neutral
pickleball
walls.
isn't going to take up as much space as a tennis court.
No, it doesn't. And it's so fun. And you could do it with just more people too. So it's fun. In fact, the listing I'm going to be listing on Richards Avenue that has a huge basketball court, tennis court, and pickleball court. Awesome. If you're interested, that's coming on the market, back on the market later. But yeah, it's all about pickleballs and neutral walls. So from warm neutrals and wood slat walls to personal pickleball courts and a renewed interest in furniture with curves, designers revealed their favorite home design trends for the new year. So listen up, the top 5 home design trends. Along with the resolutions for personal and professional growth, the new year sparks inspiration for renewed spaces to go along with a new attitude. Many of the 2023's hottest home trends will carry over into 2024. However, there will be a greater focus on creating rooms that create a warm, nostalgic feel. No surprise after such a cumbersome and unsettling year that everyone had. Here are the 5 design trends to keep an eye on in the upcoming year. Neutrals are back. They're back, everyone. The reign of the neutral home seemed to be over a few years ago as homeowners embraced boldly hued kitchens, 1980s terrazzo flooring, and wallpaper with striking one-of-a-kind prints. However, the pendulum is swinging the other way for 2024, as evidenced by color of the year from Pantone's Peach Fuzz, a soft vanilla shade with peachy pink undertones. So Pantone Color Institute executor, director, Leatrice told Time that Peach Fuzz is meant to evoke feelings of internal tranquility and connection. There is something to do with colors and how we feel. We are visual people. And as we enter 2024, some of the things that have become especially apparent is the concept of lifestyle taking on new meaning. We've been living in this time of turmoil in many aspects of our lives, and as a result of that, our need for nurturing, empathy, and compassion continues to grow stronger as we imagine a more peaceful future. We've been reminded that a vital part of our living a good life and a full life is having the good health and the stamina and the strength to enjoy it. In a world which often emphasizes productivity and external achievement, it's important we recognize the need to foster our inner selves and find moments of respite, creativity, and human connection. I mean, does this feel like, does it hit home at all, Curtis?
Sure.
It does, huh?
No, it does, actually.
And neutral gloss, wearing gloss to neutral walls. And it's fun to have some character, but there's so much character in the neutral as well, if you think about it. And like, if you just go on and Google different modern or any kind of style neutral, there's a lot out there. If some people think neutral blah, but
I
no,
hear taupe is very soothing.
Yes, you are correct. And there's different types of taupe, so it's really nice. So Inman, if you don't know, Inman is a real estate company, magazine, website, they have all sorts of things, and so it's all real estate. So and then get moving with your pickleball court, because as you were saying, it's very popular in the States, but it has become very popular here, and I've been seeing it all around. And there's this great company in Abbotsford. I'm going to tag them to this post when we upload it, and they're all about pickleball. It's a whole pickleball group. It's so awesome. I've been wanting to go and play with them, and I'm going to take the time to do that.
My son calls it tennis for old people.
No, it's not just for old people.
I know, but that's what he calls it.
Well, we've got to change his mind on that.
Yeah, thanks, Dylan. Thanks for that. He's like, no, it's just tennis for old people. I'm like, nah, young people play it too. Come on.
Yeah. See, until he plays it, he won't know it. Until you do it, you just don't know it. So don't badmouth it until you know it. But it does seem like that, and I can understand that, because honestly, I did slightly think that myself.
It's a little slower than hitting a tennis ball. I get it.
But no, it's active. You sweat.
Oh, it's still active.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
moving.
It's competitive. You're moving, and you just feel more in tune. Although, mind you, I mean, in Southern California, it's all about tennis, and that's what I grew up in, and I love tennis. But you're running from one side to the other side, and it's like, whew, this is a bit more of a, I don't, how do you say it? Enjoyable sport that you can do with more people, maybe? I don't know. It feels that way to me. When I first played, I was hook, line, and sinker in. I loved it. Okay, so those are really the biggest trends that they're talking about as far as 2024 are those two things. So then I wanted to share something with everyone. A realtor who's a friend. She's a fantastic realtor with Remax, but Remax Alder Center. Her name is Jody Steves, and she shared something the other day on social, yesterday actually, and I reshared it on mine. And I thought, because why reinvent the wheel and and reels too, but it was all about this release from U-Haul about the stats across Canada for one-way moves. And they do it, I think, once a year. But I found it interesting, because I found that in a lot of my clients and people I know that are moving out of the Fraser Valley and Lower Mainland and where they're going to, and it makes sense. So I wanted to read you this U-Haul, well, just the places, not the whole thing. So Edmonton came in first place. Would you have thought of that?
Yeah, I'd choose that over Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary's actually gone up quite a bit in price compared, and so Edmonton is still more. It's actually more affordable than Calgary.
Some of the outlying areas, the Sherwood Park, the Leduc, places like that, you can still get some reasonable houses too, and not be that far out of Edmonton. So that makes sense.
Yeah, no wonder. I mean, I know a lot of realtors in a lot of areas, good realtors, because I've honed in and became friends with them and got to know them over the years. And I have a realtor who just does Sherwood Park. That's her area, and then I've got Sarah Kulke, who does all the other areas of Edmonton as well. And I've been sending her quite a few clients who are moving there, and it's just amazing. So that's what U-Haul has said, and who better to know than U-Haul, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, they've got a hold on that market. Hey, when you think of, I want to move, and you're not going to hire a moving company, you're going to hire U-Haul and do it yourself.
It's like become a brand to itself, like Kleenex.
Exactly.
You don't say, pass me the facial tissue. You say, pass me a Kleenex. Well, if you're going to rent a truck, you're going to rent a U-Haul truck, right?
Exactly. And it's not exact, because, of course, you're also hiring companies to move for you, but it gives you a really good indication. So, okay, Edmonton came in first, receiving the most one-way moves in Canada for 2023 in British Columbia. In the second place is New Brunswick, coming in third place. Fourth is Saskatchewan. Fourth is Quebec. Sixth is Prince Edward Island. Seventh, Newfoundland. Eighth is Manitoba, 9th is Nova Scotia, 10th is Ontario. So that's the top 10. But the number one, if you think of Canada, so it's in BC, it's Edmonton. All across Canada, that's where most people are moving to. So, so if you're looking to relocate across Canada, feel free to reach out to me, and I can connect you with any one of my amazing agents across Canada. And I know quite a few in the States as well. But so that was that report I thought was quite interesting. And then I wanted to, because remember I was saying that the new listings are starting to come in. Mm-hmm. It's just mid-January. And even when I was in Oregon, they were calling me about already preparing to list. And it's like, wow, it's like New Year's and boom, people are ready. busy. We're going to start hopefully seeing more listings at the market. But I have an open house today, cold as it may be. Open house today and tomorrow at my new listing in Agassiz. It's at 1510 Mackay Crescent. It's across from the park. It's backlane access, detached garage. It's a detached home, okay, with all of that. It has AC, a vaulted ceiling. It's cute. It's 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, and it's got a new roof. And I actually have Kelly Robertson hosting the open house for us today and tomorrow from 2 to 4. She was on the radio show last weekend. If you listen to that show, that's Kelly Robertson, and she's going to be there. And then next Tuesday, hitting the market, I have a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse in Mission. It's in a 55-plus small, cute complex off Shikazi Court. It's got a private setting in the backyard. It's got a nice covered sun deck. Sun decks, it's covered, but it's got skylights in the deck or over the deck, and it's all renovated. It's quite nice and in neutral colors. And the price on that in full basement, partly finished. She has it as a huge, beautiful, awesome, creative space. She has a workshop there, and she's an artist and creates and hobby room. It's really nice. $708,000 for that one, and it's got 3 bathrooms, half bath on the main, full bathroom upstairs, and then a bathroom downstairs in the basement. And then I've got another new listing coming in next week. Now, this one's up at Sasquatch Mountain. It's in a 4-plex, and it's unit number 3 at 20668 Edelweiss. I shouldn't say unit because it's a 4-plex. It's not strata, okay? So it's got great windows all over the place. It's what you want when you go to Sasquatch and you want to have an Airbnb or live there full time. You can do short-term rentals there. So if you're an investor having to sell your properties, maybe you have right now, because January 1st, the new rules about short-term rentals, you're not allowed to do it unless it's your primary residence or it's in a population of 10,000 or less, or it's a resort zone. This is the place for you. It's only $539,900. That's going to be listed next week. And yeah, so that's it. And I've got a quote this week, of course. So it's, the only time you fail is when you quit. So it doesn't matter. Just try and do and live your life, and never say or never think that you failed on something. Because you only fail if you actually quit.
I don't know. I failed grade 8 math. I didn't quit. Actually, no, I had to go to summer school, and I passed. You're right. So I didn't pay. I did end up getting the, okay.
And look at all the relationships you probably gained from the experience of going to summer school.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
The people you met, your experience, it made you stronger as a human being. Whenever something seems to be wrong or not go the way you wanted it to go or whatever, if you really, there's good things that happen. There's always the reason why. I loved being at school at 8:30 in the morning when I was 14 for half a summer break. Oh, wow. I know. Yeah. I had a broker conference, a broker retreat for Remax. It was in Harrison Hot Springs. And Thursday, I was driving out there. For you. I know. That's why I didn't stay at the hotel. I live so close. So I'm driving there in the morning at 8:30 a.m., and the kids are already in the school there. I'm seeing through the window. The kids are already there, already learning. I'm like, wow, early birds. Mm-hmm. Early bird gets the worm. Absolutely. Well, if people want more information about what you do as a realtor, maybe look at the stats we talked about in the first half of the show. Where can they go? RemaxMagnoliaRealty.com. And join us again next week when we will talk real estate in order to unlock your real estate potential on a show where real estate is maximized. Thanks for listening.